Hi, thanks so much for joining me. It's Christine Crutcher from Create with Christine, and I am live here with my annual catalog launch. So before I jump in, I just wanted to say welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're catching me live here on Facebook or you're going to watch the replay on YouTube, and make sure you like my page and my channel. On Facebook, I can be found at Create with Christine, and I have a page and a Create with Christine community. And then on YouTube, I have my YouTube channel at Create with Christine. So today I'm just going to do a catalog tour, show you some of the new products, show off the papers, show you some of my swaps I've gotten already. But I want to mention that I'm going to be doing a new catalog ordering special, and if you order in the next week, today is May 7th, and if you order in the next week, I'm going to send you a 4-card kit make and takes. So you'll have to provide your own ink and stamps to complete these, but they are sweet and simple cards showing off some of the new product. So here's card 1, card 2, card 3, and card 4, and they all use the metallic pearls. So if you place an order in the next week with my host code, and I'll put all the details below, but it's a $35 order to get the card kit. If you spend $50, I'm going to send you the card kit and a set of the metallic pearls. So actually, while I'm talking, I should try to make sure I can find myself in my feed and I am in the right spot. I'm hoping I'm in the right spot. Well, we'll see. Usually it pops up, so I'm just going to refresh my group to make sure I'm here. Yep, here I am. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I'm in the right spot. So again, I'll put the details below, but you'll have 1 week until next Friday, May 14th, to place your orders. And if you don't have a catalog, you can download a PDF copy. It's at my blog at christinestamps.blogspot.com. If you go on the left side and you scroll down a little bit, you'll see a picture of this catalog where you can download a PDF copy. So let's jump in, and I want to show you some of the sweets. I definitely want to cover on the sweets and of course some of my favorite pages in the catalog. So I'm just going to jump right into the beginning. Page 3 is a great page because you have your table of contents that tells you what pages everything is on. And there's some great indexes at the back. But if you want to jump quickly to, the PANSY Petals suite, you go right to page 28 and 29. The kits, and I'm not going to go over every page, so don't freak out. But if you're joining or if you're watching the replay, you might want to grab a drink if you want to follow along and you have your catalog with you. I have my cup of water here, so I'll be taking a couple sips every now and then. So this annual catalog is actually smaller than some of our other catalogs in the past. And some of the things that you're not going to find in the catalog are kits. And that's because Stampin' Up is refreshing our kit offerings, and kits are going to be available again to customers beginning June 1st. So June 1st, there's going to be 10 kits available. They're going to be while supplies last, and I have seen them. Some of them are kind of reboots or refreshes of paper pumpkins, and the price point is actually pretty low. They're $12 to $19 US. So they're a little bit cheaper than some of our other kits used to be, and these are all-inclusive kits. So, and some of them are 3D items and some of them are note cards. So all the details will come out for that on June 1st. But there's also Paper Pumpkin, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention it because right now there is a really cute Paper Pumpkin, and there's a Paper Pumpkin special going on like over the next couple days. And you can get the May kit if you're a new subscriber for $5 US. So if you're looking for a really kind of low price point to have something to craft. Check out, I'll put the details below of how you get onto that paper pumpkin, and it's really cute. It's baseball themed, so I'm really super excited. I played softball as a kid, and my mom was a softball coach for decades, so it really does appeal to me. So I want to jump into the Beauty of the Earth suite. This was one of the first ones I received, and what you're going to notice is 7350, this item code 155843 is the whole entire collection. So it includes the bundle, the 12 by 12 paper, and the bark embossing folder. So I actually have, I just want to show you, I put these together, designer series paper sheets. So this is a look at all the papers that are available, and this is the front and the back, so they're up and down. So this is the reverse sides. Super cute. I think scrapbookers or people that memory keep would really like this, and I think it's going to be great for fall, but probably great for different seasons. I've already made this as a swap, and I just kind of use some of the leaves from the paper because it kind of reminds me of fall, and the little bird die and the dies. And then one of the make and takes for the ordering special, I did use the bark embossing folder and the tree dies. This is also some of the designer series paper, and then some little bluebirds, or yeah, I guess bluebirds. So here's just some looks at this Beauty of the Earth suite. So if you do the ordering special, just remember that I'm going to actually give you all these pieces. I'm going to give you the die cut tree and the birds, and I'm going to give you the pearls, and everything is going to be cut and embossed, but you'll still have to do your stamping. So if you don't have this stamp set, you can substitute anything in your stash. So there's a quick look at Beauty of the Earth. So there is the stamp set's 13 stamps and the dies. It actually doesn't say here, but we can look at the dies on page 158 later. So let's move on to the Pansy Petals. So this suite has been super popular, and I'm sorry, I did not today look to see if there was a items on back order. So my week has been a little cuckoo. We actually have an ill family member, so I've been trying to work full time and juggle that and do my stamping. So something has had to go. So I only ended up with 4 make and takes for today, and I did not look at the back order report. But I'll put notes on the back on the details of this video when I'm done about back ordered. I know the Bumblebee trinkets that are part of this Pansy Petals suite are on back order, and they're right here, but I'll show you on page 141 them a little bit closer. And I only have the paper for this suite, so here's just a look at the paper. It's super cute. It's got the florals on one side, and this is the reverse, the patterns. And I've gotten a bunch of swaps. So I have 3 swaps so far featuring this paper, and super cute. I love the purples. This has got the little bee trinket on it, and this one. So these are super pretty. I think this paper is a different paper. Yes, I think this is from the Sweet Symmetry. So we'll show that off in a minute. So moving along, I'm going to flip to the In the Wild suite. This one is super cute with cheetahs and leopards. So again, the collection number up here, 155515, gets you the bundle, which is a stamp set and dies, the 12 by 12 paper, and the animal print embossing folder. And oh my gosh, I took the paper and made this birthday card with, this is the paper, but it's with a different punch and different stamp set. So I was remiss and I did not get that animal print embossing folder. So I need to run out and add that to my next order. So I need to add that to my wish list. my wish list is probably going to grow while I'm doing this catalog tour. But again, here's the papers. And for this one, the dies do cut out some of the shapes in the papers. And they kind of sort of show it up here. So this is fun, and I think it's going to be super popular. So let's move on to Youre Peach. Oh my God, you guys, somebody asked, what's the one thing you're going to order, like the first thing on your order on Tuesday? And for me, it was this because we could not pre-order it, but I just kind of fell in love with it. I love peaches, number one, and it's just super cute, and all the sentiments. It's got a bunch of sentiments, which I love. It's got 20 stamps. So you have a mixture of images and sentiments, and then you have the whole bundle, so you get all these dies that match as well. So let's look at the paper. It's adorable. And then I don't have any samples with this yet since I just got it, but I did want to point out the collection is the bundle, the paper, and these things called mini jam jars. And we could look at them, but I don't want to look at everything. But I just wanted to point out they're plastic, and they come 6 in a box for $9. And let me tell you, I had the hardest time opening the box to actually get one out so I could look at the size of it. But I think it would be super cute to actually make like a little box to hold it. And we might have something. Like I said, I just got these yesterday, actually. That's why I wanted to do this today, because I wanted to wait till I could get some new products in to show you. So that's a Youre Peach Suite, and my goal is to try to do a class with this, and it would be in June. So if you're interested and you're not on my mailing list, make sure you hop on my mailing list, and I'll put the information below for that too. Next up is the Simply Elegant Suite, and this one actually has a punch. It's a punch bundle, so here's the punch. And I did a whole bunch of projects with this. Obviously, I showed the birthday card with the leopard paper, and then one of the make and takes for today is also this cute little card with this is the trim from the suite. So the suite is the bundle, the paper, and the trim. So I used all of it on this card here with basic gray and very vanilla. So you'll see the colors over here. So this one's kind of fun. It's got very vanilla, gold, copper, silver, basic gray, and basic black. And it's got some great, great sentiments. I actually used, well, the birthday sentiment, wishing you a wonderful birthday. And on this card, I actually used the thank you too. So I actually found these sentiments are really quite versatile, and I like the font. So here's the paper, and I'm just going to try to, hopefully you're seeing that. I'm watching, and there's a delay on my end. So, oh yeah, I think I got it. So you can see there's 2 specialty papers of the 10 new designer series papers. So Simply Elegant, and here it shows you can actually elongate the tag. I'll admit I have not tried it yet, so I will try it and probably do that on one of my Sunday morning lives. So let's move on to Bloom Where You're Planted. Oh, this one reminds me of my mother-in-law. She always used to have tons of like hanging plants and plants in her house. So this one, I don't have anything except for the paper so far, but I did want to point out that in the bundle, the dies, some of the dies actually cut out some of the pots and I believe some of the plants. So if you're interested in this, the collection is the bundle, the paper, and then these paper lattice embellishments. So it's these things here, these kind of rectangle, and I believe you can kind of cut them apart too. So this is fun. I think this will definitely appeal to certain people. So let's move on to Tidings of Christmas. This one, again, I only have the paper, But I think it's great that they're putting some Christmas paper and a new bundle in the annual catalog. We will be getting the holiday catalog in August, September, I think it's going to be. They had to change some of the dates of some of our future catalogs. So I'll keep you posted on my mailing list and in my on my Facebook Lives of when new catalogs are coming. But this is the bundle. This paper is 6x6, and then they have an evening evergreen chevron ribbon. So the bundle is a stamp set with the dies. Most of the bundles are actually dies. There are some that are punches. Okay, next up is Expressions in Ink. And, oh, I didn't show you some of my swaps. Well, going back to the Elegant bundle, I forgot to bring in some of my swaps that I have with that one. Simply Elegant. I'm just going to put this here as a place marker. So back to Simply Elegant. This was a swap from my friend Celine. And this was a swap from my friend Jerry. So this one, she kind of doubled them up. I think that's a great idea too. So I'll be trying that. And then she sponged some ink on there. Okay, so back to Expressions in Ink. I'll leave that there in case I need it again. So this, the artist did a alcohol ink technique on the paper. So the paper is like, it's really exquisite, and it has gold throughout it. So like this one, it's in the middle of the flower and on the leaves. This one, it's like in the middle of the flower and polka dots. But these other ones, it's kind of like veins through the designer paper. So super beautiful. And the suite is the bundle, which is the stamp set with coordinating dies, the paper, and then an ink pack. So it says ink pack, but I believe it's these things, which are kind of like gold foil pieces that you can pop out with also little embellishments. So we could look at that on page 141 when we get there. Oh, hand penned. I've used this one a bunch. I used this one. I featured this one this past week since I had it on my Tea and Techniques video. I do Tea and Techniques videos every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. on my Create with Christine Facebook page at 10 a.m. Eastern. And let's look at the paper. And then I also featured this in my Casing Tuesday card on Tuesday this week. So again, you kind of have florals on one side and then kind of the graphic on the other side. So I think it's pretty versatile. The colors remind me of Easter, actually. And I have got a bunch of samples with this one. So let's go through them. This was the card I did on Tea and Techniques last week, where I featured the stamp set only, actually, with watercolor pencils. This was my Casing Tuesday, where I featured the bundle, the whole suite, actually, the bundle. So the suite is the bundle, the paper, and then these things called Genial Gems. I think that's how you say it. So they're kind of, I think they're mint and papaya. Here's a look at them right here. So this one I kind of featured everything. Here is a swap from Robin. Here is a swap from Chris. And here is a swap from Sue. So I think this will be super popular. I believe they have coordinating memories and more card pack, and I believe that might be on back order already. So I will let you know what's not available. Then I'll put a separate post below. Next is the Sweet Symmetry. Sweet Symmetry Suite. Wow, say that 5 times fast. And this is actually the last suite already. I'm going through this pretty quick. So this is actually a fun paper, and I used it. I thought I used it, but I guess I didn't use that. They used something different, but anyways, I think somebody used it in one of the swaps. It was, or maybe they used something different. I'm still learning all the papers, guys. Okay, I guess not, but this is super bright and fun, and I think it'll be great. I love the colors. They scream summer to me, and fun like summer dresses and that sort of thing. So let's just take a look. The collection is a bundle. It's a punch bundle. The paper, and then a gold metallic ribbon and flirty flamingo. You can kind of see the ribbon right here. And here's the punch. It's the symmetrical stems border punch that coordinates with it. So let's see. I think that is all the suites that I wanted to cover. So I'm just going to jump towards the back of the book and talk a little bit about the accessories and things at the back of the book that I want to point out that are super important. So these 2 pages are probably one of my favorites because it has all the collections and then everything available in the collection. So at a quick glance, you can see that Stampin' Blends don't come in Mango or Pacific Point or Coastal or Gorgeous Grape. And then it tells you all the basics, what colors, like you can get blends, markers, cardstock, and then it's even got the ink colors by years here. So let's flip to ribbon on page 139. Let me look at my notes. 139 to 140 is the ribbon. I kind of like wish they put this kind of after and just had them side by side, because you kind of have half the ribbons here and then half the ribbons on the next page. But it works, and I have quite a bit of it so far. So I definitely like in the Baker's Twine Essentials pack that I just got. You get all 5 colors. So that one's going to be great. And then 141 to 143 is all the embellishments. So again, here are those bee trinkets that I had mentioned. These were on back order. So actually, let me get my phone. And I will update this, but I did try to make a note of some of the stuff that was on back order. I believe it was yesterday. It might have been the day before. So the Bumblebee trinkets were going to be gone until at least the end of May. So let's talk about some of the other embellishments. Here's all the other embellishments. So there's quite a bit. You'll see little N's. So anything that has a little N next to it is something that's new. So I can tell you number 11, the 2021-2023 in color jewels, these right here. These were on back order and going to not be available until the middle of June. So if you have specific questions, you can feel free to send me a text or an email to ask. I know some people have sent me messages before and said, you know, I really want to get this embossing folder. It's on back order. Can you let me know when it's going to be back in stock? And I look at the reports all the time, so I'm a good person to ask. Okay, so here's just so fun looking at all the embellishments. Oh, and I just noticed that the gilded leaf is over here, number 12, carrying over. It has been on back order forever, and I have wanted to show it off on my Tea and Techniques videos, but I haven't wanted to feature it because it's been on back order forever. So that's really great that that's carrying over. See, I'm learning things that I didn't see before that I'm seeing now. So on pages 147 to 150 are the punches and the punch bundles. So again, anything with a little N is new. And I used the flowers and leaves from the Flowers and Friendship bundle on this card here, the thank you card. So what I did is I punched out 2 of the larger flowers and 2 of the smaller flowers. And then I took my bone folder and I tried to kind of hold it in the middle upside down and curl some of the leaves to kind of make it a little bit more like puffy. and then 3 little metallic gems in the middle to make that, if you had a question about how to do that. Super simple. The strawberry punch is going to be back in stock. They were saying the end of May, so they hope to be fulfilling orders for that end of May into June if you are waiting on that. Let's flip over to embossing folders. 154 to 155 are all the embossing folders. And again, you'll see like the ends for the new ones and then the other ones that are carrying over. Seashells 3D, I believe, is in the current January to June mini, so that one's carrying over. You can see all my check marks for the ones I already have. Let's flip to, all the die bundles are on pages, well, I didn't even write it down. It starts on 157 and it goes forever. So first up are all the bundles, and they give you a little example and they show you what coordinates, what pages you can find the stamps on. So they give you all the beautiful dies. This one here, and I didn't feature it today, but I did feature the dies, are my new favorite dies. They're called the Scallops Contours, so I did use them on this card. I used 3 of them. There's 8 total, and it coordinates with the color and contour bundle. So you're going to see me use this one a lot, especially the dies. So after you get through all the die bundles, and you'll see in the middle here, 10%, 10%, 10%. When you buy a bundle, whether it's a die bundle or a punch bundle, you get a 10% savings. So I definitely want to point that out. And then starting on 162 is all the dies that are standalone. So some of them, like All Dressed Up, is one that the bundle was in a previous catalog. So what ends up happening is that they end up eventually separating the products out and not offering the bundled savings. The Dress to Impress stamp set is still available, and the All Dressed Up dies are still available, but you have to buy them separately. So they unbundle the products usually after a year of them being in a catalog. And you can see there's quite a few that are new for dies. And they go in alphabetical order, so these go for a couple pages. I just got this yesterday, tailor-made tag, so I'm excited to use this with some new products and feature this on one of my Sunday Tea and Techniques episodes. And we're coming to like the back of the catalog. It really goes by super fast. These are all of our adhesives. There's nothing new on this page. I believe the tear and tape was kind of reformulated in some way, but they may have changed the item code, but it's still the same. They didn't even put a new on there. So in the back of the book, it talks about joining and hosting. So I do want to mention this because there are a couple specials that are not going to be in this catalog. This catalog is an annual catalog, and it usually says at the back, but it's going to May 2nd, 2022. So because this is an annual catalog, there actually are a couple specials going right now. For the month of May, there is a join special. So right here, it tells you you can join and get your starter kit for $125 of products for only $99. Well, for May, through May 31st, there is an even sweeter special than that. And I probably should have put a basket together. I will put a basket together for my future lives on Sundays. But you get to pick out $155 of merchandise, and you still pay $99 plus tax. So if you lived like locally to me in Massachusetts, you would have to pay $6.25 sales tax. But you get $56 for free. So if you're looking through this catalog, you go online and download a copy. and you're making out your wish list, and your wish list is, you know, anywhere near $150, you definitely want to consider joining the fun and joining up before May 31st. And I have some more details on my blog at christinestamps.blogspot.com. If you click on the tab, it says Join the Fun. You can see all my details of all my information. And I have some kind of questions and answers. There's no strings. So you're just buying a kit, getting a discount. And if you're active for at least 3 months, but it does depend when you sign up, but you have no commitment on making a future purchase. If you made a future purchase, you would get 20% off. And if you do meet the sales quota within the time period, you would stay on and continue to get discounts. But I'm happy to talk one-on-one. And I actually put some time aside next Friday, the 14th at 5 o'clock. And I'm going to do a Zoom Q&A session. So if you want to have the link and join to do a question and answer. And I'm happy to talk one-on-one if somebody is watching this and doesn't feel comfortable asking questions in front of others. Let me know. Shoot me a message. Shoot me a text. Shoot me a Facebook message that you are interested in getting more information on joining. So I also want to mention hosting, because there's also a special, and the special is going for about 5 more weeks. And again, it's not going to be in this catalog because this catalog's the annual catalog. But this tells you when you host, and hosting can be you putting in your own $150 order. So you as a customer can actually be a host. So if you don't want to join, that's fine. But you have a wish list of $150. You actually get a 10% reward. So you get $15 free when you get to $150. Between now and June 14th, if you actually get to in the middle here, the sweet spot is $250. So if you get to $250, you get a 10%, but you're also going to get an extra $25 in host. Actually, it's product credit, so you can use it for whatever you want. So if you were to get to 300, you would get 12% of 300, and then you would also get an additional $25. So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to actually send this out to, again, to my mailing list this month, just because I know some people got to around 150 on their own orders during celebration, and they missed out on the 10%. So I just want to make sure people understand anybody can get to 150 as a single customer. You actually get exclusive products you can order when you're a host. So there is this cute Prince and Princess stamp set, the Better Places stamp set, the Natural Texture stamp set, and then there's this cute Pattern Party designer paper. One side is like colorful with patterns, and then the reverse side is all black and white. And it's a huge pack. It's 48 sheets of paper. So to get this, you would have to have at least $18. So you would have to have at least $180 order, because the $180 would be 10%. So again, this is the host price, $18 down here. It's a $30 value. So the first price, like $13 for this, it's a $22 value, but hosts can get it for this price. But if you get to 150 and you get the 10%, $15, you don't have to pick these items. You can pick any $15, and as long as 2 products equal 15, or if you go a little bit over, you'll have to pay overage charges. So let me see. I think that's almost everything I wanted to cover. At the back, you have all your stamp set index by page, what type of stamp they are, if they're cling, red rubber, or photopolymer, the clear that you can see through, the prices, the page numbers they're on, and then this page at the end where it shows you just by like by item where you can find things. Like if you're looking for vellum, go to these pages. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. I just want to bring back over the make and take projects and talk about the host code. I'll put the host code below, but it's actually DHUGJPZZ is the host code. And again, I'm going to keep it open for 1 week until next Friday night, May 14th. And if you place your order over $35, you're going to get this card kit for free. So what are you going to get? You're going to get the cardstock, the ribbon, and the little punched images, all the die cuts, and the pearls. But you need to supply your stamps and your ink. So if you don't have this thank you stamp set, you can substitute something else in your stash. And here's card number 2, card number 3, and card number 4. Now, if your order is over $50, I'm going to actually send you a whole entire package of the metallic pearls. These come in silver and gold. So again, I'll put the host code below, and you have 1 week to shop on that. And it's so cute. The host codes are generated randomly, and there's actually hug, H-U-G, the word hug, in the middle of my host code. So when the fun things happen with host codes, I just think it's something is meant to be, right? So there's a hug in the middle of my host code. So I think that's it for me. Again, I had planned to put these together with you just to you can see how they go together. But honestly, they are Cave Woman simple. And if you have questions, you can let me know. You'll get the card kit, and you'll also get PDF directions on how to put them together. And if you have questions, please reach out to me. So again, the timing is 1 week, so May 14th. I'm going to close the host code. I'm going to need time to get everything here and get everything cut and prepped. So everything will go out the following week. So again, thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know if you have questions about the new catalog, and happy to chat with you if you have questions about hosting. Hosting can be you. It can be us doing an online thing. I am going to start to do gatherings later this month. So my first one is like right now planned for May 20th. So, but for me, I'm going to have to probably try to see if I can do a small gathering outside. So I'm going to have to limit it for now. And if I have to be inside, I'm also going to have to limit due to my space. So, and if we're outside, it's a little bit more relaxed. I feel if we're outside and vaccinated, we probably don't have to wear masks. But if we're inside and unvaccinated, we still should be wearing masks and distancing. So I'm a rule follower. And I work in healthcare, so I kind of know what's going on with the numbers, and I've been paying attention to everything. So that's it for me. Again, check out my blog at christinestamps.blogspot.com and download the catalog if you don't already have a copy. And let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll be back live this Sunday. I know it is Mother's Day, but I am planning on doing a quick live this Sunday, May 9th at 10 a.m. Eastern on my Create with Christine Facebook page. Thanks, everybody.